Justice is the idea that people should be treated importantly, fairly and properly in the correspondence with the Lord of ensure no harm befalls another and action is taken when it does.
Justice can be about having equality, fairness and rightness for everyone.
I'm still not sure what justice is. Can you give me an example?
Well, you know when sometimes if you make a mistake in class, your teacher gives you a warning, and then if you made the same mistake again, your name gets put on the board and eventually you could miss some break time. Well, this rule is the same for everyone in school and is therefore fair and just. Is there still a way of being just and fair even after you've made a mistake? Definitely. It's one of our school virtues, reconciliation. It's important to say sorry if you've made a mistake, even if you didn't realise you did something. It's always important to treat people fairly and show kindness to others.
So justice is making sure I follow the rules and treating people with kindness, but sometimes I see other people in my class getting extra support which I don't think is fair on me.
Yes, that's true. Sometimes our friend in our class needs some extra support to help them, and it doesn't always seem fair, but this is to allow them to success just like you might be able to without that support. Sometimes we need to give and need a bigger share because their need is greater than ours.
What does the Bible tell about justice?
This week's scripture is taken from Mark's Gospel, chapter 10, verse 46 to 52. They came to Jericho, and as Jesus was leaving with his disciples and a large crowd, a blind beggar named Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, was sitting by the road. When he heard that it was just Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." Many of the people scolded him and told him to be quiet, but he shouted even more loudly, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man. "Cheer up," they said. "Get up, he's calling you." So he threw off his cloak, jumped up and came to Jesus. "What do you want me to do for you?" Jesus asked him. "Teacher," the blind man answered, "I want to see you again." "Go," Jesus told him, "your faith has made you well." At once he was able to see and followed Jesus on the road.
How can we be like disciples of Jesus and act like he did in the scripture?
There are so many ways that we could act like
Jesus did, but I think the best way could be to be an ambassador for good.
To help a friend when they're struggling.
To help your teacher when they need it.
We could live out with our virtues of care, courage, compassion, respect, resilience, and reconciliation.
We can remember the Holy Trinity way each time we are in lessons.
We could get everyone involved in our games outside, even if we've never played with that person before.
For your reflection this week, we would like you to take a small piece of paper.
On one side, we want you to thank God for all the justice you have in your life, for your home, family, school, friends, food, clothes, and anything else you may think of.
On the other side, we ask God to help those who may not have justice in their lives. People who have been arrested for crimes they didn't commit, those people destroyed by war, the homeless, the victims of bullying, people who have been experienced racism and more.
Your mission this week is to look out for the children and staff here in our school. To make sure that everyone is treated fairly and can be included just like Jesus included the blind man, and help keep Holy Trinity a place of fairness and justice.
One.
Thanks for watching!